Kirk Franklin right here, Rickey, Smiley Morning Show. Pastor Haynes, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Rickey, Smiley. He will come through, yeah.
Yes, sir, man. I know you got a good word this morning.
Hey, thank you so much for this, Rickey, because this goes out to someone who finds themselves ready to throw in the towel, ready to give up, and as a consequence of being ready to give up, you basically have been disappointed. Life has stressed you out, worn you down, and caused you to believe that you have no options. There's no way out. You've been backed into a corner. Here's what you can do. You can come out squeaking and swinging, because we have a one who is greater than a superhero, and Kirk Franklin says he will come through. I love the fact that we have a come through God. A come through God is one who shows up when you're ready to give up. I'll give it to you right there. When you're ready to give up, here's what you do. Look up and watch God show up. And when God shows up, the old preacher said God shows out. And when God shows out, God does for you what you can't do for yourself. God shows up and shows out when we're ready to give up by giving us strength that we didn't know we had. God shows up and shows out by simply saying to us when we are going through that God will give us a peace that passeth all understanding. I promise you, God will come through. And when God comes through, God shows up and shows out just when you're ready to give up. But not only that, I love the fact that God comes through and that while you're trying to figure stuff out, God is working stuff out. I love that about God. God is working both ends of your situation, and that God can speak peace to you over here and over there, set up the right person at the right time to do the right thing, because God is about to come through. So I don't want you to give up. I want you to keep looking up, knowing that God is a come through God. And since God is a come through God, that means that you should not wave the white flag of surrender. You should get ready now to know that God is about to do exceedingly abundantly above all that you can ask or imagine. God is a come through God, because the Bible says he's our refuge and strength, a very present help in the time of trouble. He's a come through God because he's our shepherd and we shall not want. He's a come through God who prepares a table before us in the presence of folk who can't stand us. He's a come through God who is our light and our salvation. Whom shall we fear? He's the strength of our life. Of whom shall we be afraid? He's a come through God. That means no weapon formed against you shall prosper. So here's what you do. Don't give up. Look up. Watch God come through. Show up and show out and work behind your back to make things come out all right for you. I don't want to love nobody but you, because God, you're my superhero who comes through.
There it is. Pastor Haynes, we appreciate that. The senior pastor, ladies and gentlemen, the senior pastor of Friendship West Missionary Baptist Church, Dallas, Texas, Pastor Frederick Douglass Haynes. Pastor Haynes, let everybody know how you could be reached.
Hey, thank you, Rickey Smiley. You can follow me on social media. I'm on Twitter and Instagram at FH Unscripted. I'm on Facebook, Frederick D. Haynes, and you can get messages on my YouTube channel, Frederick Haynes.
There it is. I love you, Pastor Haynes.
Love you, Rickey.